What's up, guys? I'm gonna wait until 8 to officially to start asking questions or answering questions. I hope everyone's having a good Christmas Eve, ready to start up the Christmas celebrations. All right, Eric S. What do you think about the new DoD policy on extremist group membership and activities in the military? All right, I need you to explain that a little bit more. I haven't really looked into detail into that. Rick Homie Ethan. Like 2 years ago, started watching your videos, and here I am on RA after boot camp, getting ready to go to Camp Geiger. Ooh, Camp Geiger. So, what? ITB, MCT? What's going on there? Yo, I did not know that ITB is 6 months long now. That is crazy. What do you think about females in the Marine Corps? I mean, they're just like males, you know what I'm saying? It's not really a big difference between the two. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like, oh, males are stronger than females, okay. But females can bring other things, that males can't. So, I believe it's just based on the person, not really the gender. Ahmed. Dude, so since you went to the Marines, why didn't you stay? I have a whole video on why I got the Marine Corps and everything like that. So if you haven't not watched it, check it out, and it explained everything to why I got out. Lieutenant Colonel Scheller is out of the Marine Corps now. Thoughts? I think it was a good move for him. He did his time. He shared his thoughts. He freaking expressed what needed to change and things like that. And I believe, he did his due diligence as far as that and all that stuff. Jared G. Oh no, where am I at? Hey Trell, would I lose more weight running in the dead of winter? I mean, I don't really know any studies behind running in the cold versus running in the hot. I mean, running in the summer, of course, you're going to sweat more. The sun's out, it's hotter outside, so I really wouldn't be able to tell you that. I just think, running in general is just going to help you lose weight. Jared G. What's up, Trell? Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve to you. Jonathan Rivera. If you can't do pull-ups in the Marine Corps during basic training, do they send you home? Absolutely not. They might just, make you work out more than others, but they're not going to send you home. I promise you'll be able to do pull-ups by the time you leave boot camp. Calderon Jr. Would you still join if you knew about Firewatch? LOL. Yeah, Firewatch is just for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Can't really avoid that. Doug Squirrel. ITB 6 months now. I thought it's IMC and it's 14 weeks. I don't know if they changed the name, but my boy just talked to me the other day and he told me ITB is 6 months long now. That is insane. Eric S. The DoD just came out with a policy regarding extremist groups and memberships in the military. Basically, you can be a member but not engage in activities. That's insane and that's retarded and that's fucking stupid. Yeah, good luck with that, Marine Corps. What was it? Keon? Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Same to you. Mark Littles. Merry Christmas to you as well. IW. When you were in the Marine Corps and you were working, did you just think about the weekends so you could party, like the work hard, party hard mentality? Absolutely. That is exactly what we lived by when I was in, especially being in the infantry. Like, yeah, we work hard, but we party even harder because of how hard we work. So, yeah, we definitely live by that mentality. Trifocals. What's your disability rating? You mentioned it before, but I forgot if it was 100 or not. Yes, I am 100% total and permanent. That means I will be 100% disabled for the rest of my life until the day I die. So, yep, I got blessed with that. JLOL. Ever thought about joining the Air Force later on in the future? Absolutely not. I am enjoying my life. I'm trying to pursue certain things in my life that does not require the military anymore. I got what I needed out of the military, and now it's time for me to move on with my life. Devin's World. IMC is only for some companies and is 14 weeks. Currently is week 5 of ITB. All right, so I will tell you what I got from the new ITB. Right, I'll probably make a video about it. So basically, it's 6 months long. You learn every single MOS except for mortars. The mortarmen learn every single MOS, and then they go to mortar stuff. If you're not a mortarman, you don't learn the mortars. But apparently, everyone in infantry has to learn every single MOS now, so that's insane. Realms. Are you glad that you didn't end up homeless or poor when you got out? Absolutely, absolutely blessed, because some people are not fortunate enough to have somewhere to go, but luckily I did. Okay, simmer down. Spending my Christmas here at Courthouse Bay with the boys. That's what's up. I don't believe that's a good mentality. I believe it's a great mentality to work hard and party even harder because of how hard you work. I'm telling you, you're going to need it mentally for yourself. Randall, I'm enlisting next month. Can't wait. Hey, congratulations, one, and I wish you the best of luck. Phil Calderon Jr., what's your favorite MRE? Favorite MRE? It would be, what is it? It's the one with cornbread in it. Rice and beans? Is it no, it's not rice and beans. What's it called? Chili and beans. Chili and beans. That's a bomb-ass MRE, I'm telling you. GG. Do you know anything about MCT? I know you was infantry, though. MCT is basically a very watered-down version of ITB. You're literally just going to learn rifleman stuff, and that's literally it. You're going to learn that. You're going to learn 0311 stuff, and then you're going to go to your actual school. What's up, guys? What's up? Let's see, Diego. How did you guys hide your phones in the field? Great question. So I would get a sandwich bag, right, to waterproof your phone. If you don't have a waterproofing case, put it in a sandwich bag, stuff it in your pack. I would only bring it out during night when you're in your sleeping bag, and I would turn the brightness all the way down. And then, of course, just bring you out a portable charger. That's all we did. IW. Is it true on the weekends that the barracks are crazy? Absolutely fucking crazy. I have a short of, like, barracks parties and stuff like that. What the barracks looks like after a party. Yeah, it gets pretty wild. Was it Leroy 26? Have had my fun, so I know I'd be a square if I get my waivers. Yeah, you'll be good, man. You've already, like you said, you're 26. You're a grown ass man. So yeah, you'll be good. Mick Benz, how hard would it be to get to Ranger School? I have no idea because that is some Army stuff, not Marine Corps stuff. Focal trifocals. You ain't lived till you've been in country for 8 months with no shower, and you get a 2-year-old expired Tootsie Roll in your MRE. Well, believe it or not, we still get very old stuff in the MRE, but I can't imagine that. JLOL, would the Marines be a problem for someone who doesn't eat/drink dairy products? No. You'll be perfectly fine. Focal trifocals, no shower for like 3 weeks, only not 8 months. LOL. Yeah, I think I've gone the longest without a shower. I think would be pushing 3 weeks. IW, can you show us? Can I show y'all what? JLOL. Oh, I'd like basic training. What are you talking about? Let me see. Oh no, at boot camp, no, that wouldn't be a problem. JLOL, not eating dairy products. No, you'd be good. Are there cool females in the Marine Corps? Yeah, I knew a lot of cool females in the Marine Corps. I actually went to advanced school with a very, very cool female. She was like legit as fuck. She was pretty dope. Diego said, do they search you guys or something for phones? Absolutely not. If they do, that means they are some very, very strict motherfuckers, and they need to get a life, to be honest. But no. Can I show y'all the clips? Yeah, it's on my channel. So it's on my channel. If you search through the shorts, pretty sure it says like how Marines party or some shit like that. So yeah, it's on my channel. Adrian Bell, do you have your own place now, like an apartment? Nope. I will soon hopefully be moving by the end of this coming up year to my own house. So I'm like very, very, very excited. Jet Life 300. How long do we typically take to ship out for the infantry? What do you mean, how long do you typically wait to ship out? McBenz, every branch gets you a chance to go. It's mainly Army people who go, though, because it's ran by them. Yeah, I've rarely heard of any Marines go to Ranger School, to be honest. I'm just not even going to cap. Gregory said, do you have funny drill instructors? Or did I have funny drill instructors? If so, funny moments. I would say the funniest moment a drill instructor ever did was he came in the shower, like the rain room or whatever you can call it, with his full, like, uniform on, with the cap on and everything. It was just standing in the shower underneath the shower head. just staring at us, and I was like, what the fuck? And then he was just like, get the fuck out, and everybody was slipping and falling and shit like that. Not gonna lie, boot camp was easy as fuck. I'm trying to tell people it's really not that bad. It's literally all just a mental like fuckery. Dougie Squirrel, they let y'all vape in the field. LOL. I know I'm a fiend. Yeah, dude, we fucking poofing it up in the field. Everyone's bringing out their jewels. I wouldn't bring out a full blown vape. I would like get like a disposable or something like that. But yeah, people dip, smoke, vape, all that. Diego said, once you pick up a rank or get a leadership position, would you still need to hide it? No, they're more lenient on having their phones, but technically no one's supposed to have their phone in the field. So, Jet Life 300. If my MOS is infantry, how long does it take for me to ship out for boot camp? Oh, infantry usually ships out pretty fast. They get you out the door for the infantry guys. McBen says, what state are you living in? Tennessee. 23 Baldo. So, they say at the start of boot camp, we will treat you with respect and dignity. But a friend of mine that got out of boot camp, he said he saw a drill instructor punch someone. Yeah, that's just being a Marine. That's just Marine Corps boot camp for you. IW, did you ever get individually smoked? We're smoking hard. Did you ever get individually smoked? Like, did I get IT at boot camp? Absolutely, and it was sucked ass. I had to like pump my rifle, like this, like for hours. He was like middle. I would pump like this, and he'd be like up. I'll pump like this, and he'd be like down. I'll pump like that, and then he was like making me do push-ups, crunches. I forgot what the fuck I did. I think it was just because my rack mate did something, so they fucked me up as well. Good times though. Good times. I miss those days. Those were some fun moments. Very fun moments actually. Okay, Simmer Down says, what company were you at boot camp? I was Indy Company, 3rd Battalion, the best battalion in the best company, Insane India. JOL, I was considering the Army, but every video I watch by you, the UMC is sounding nice. Ha ha ha. Yeah, just all depends on your mindset and what job you have, honestly. Delay says, I'm about to report to MCT the 28th. Any tips? Is MCT harder than boot camp or is it easier? It's school, like ITB and everything like that is much easier. You're not treated like a recruit, you know what I'm saying? You're treated like a Marine for the most part, but you're still kind of treated like a boot or like a freaking recruit. Excuse me, because you really still don't know anything, but I would say it's much, much easier. Adrian Bell, thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. IW says, do you have any religion beliefs? Do I have any religious beliefs? Yeah, I'm Christian. Thank you so much, Adrian Bell. I hope you have a very, 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 very good Christmas, as well as everybody else. But I really appreciate the donation. You didn't have to do it. David Ha says, what's up, fellow brother? What's up, man? How you doing? Okay, Summer Down says, yo, 3rd Battalion reppin'. Killer Kilo, yeah. Kilo Company don't play either. I'm telling you, 3rd Battalion, best battalion in the Marine Corps. I don't care what you say. If you went to boot camp and you 3rd Battalion, yeah, you're the real Marine right there. I'm telling you. Mark says, what is life like in the infantry? I have so many videos about that. So definitely go check out my infantry playlist, and I promise you, you're gonna learn something from it. Yeah, but yeah, I talk all about it on my channel. Craig from Friday says, hello, what's up, man? Dylan Edwards, do you feel like you got brainwashed in the military? To some aspect. You get definitely desensitized to some emotions and things like that, and just your way of life, how you handle things. So I wouldn't say necessarily brainwashed, but definitely some things will stick with you for the rest of your life. Jetlag 300 says, don't read it out loud because he might get in trouble for speaking about it. But what are the chances over war with China because we're helping Taiwan? War with China, it's gonna happen one day in the future, guaranteed. Guaranteed. IW says, how did you get 100% disability? I also have a video about that, telling y'all how I did it. So you definitely can watch that. It's under the life playlist, I'm pretty sure. Mick Ben says, what is it, or what's it like for a Christian to join the Marine Corps? I'm not gonna lie, that's the majority of everybody in the Marine Corps. Most of them are Christian. Adrian Bell says, Merry Christmas, Trell. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas, my dude. Thank you so much. Thank you. 23 Baldo says, also, what's the point of them saying if you feel offended by us, you need to report them, but if you do, you'll get more trouble if you snitch. Okay, yeah. So, with that, right? We had somebody report a drill instructor. He got kicked out. Well, he didn't really get kicked out, but he was on a drill instructor for a little minute. Got put in timeout, quote unquote. Came back and absolutely just fucked our fucking worlds up for getting snitched on. So yeah, that is the case. I don't know why they say it. I'm pretty sure it's just a legal thing they have to say, but yeah. Diego says, was there Wi-Fi in the field, or sometimes no? Or what did you guys do with that? No, you just have to rely on your phone service. Hopefully you got some good phone service. And if you don't have phone service, you just literally just looking at a phone playing games, I guess. IW says, what do you think about 5812 MP? Hey, this is a great example. So if you ever have a question about an MOS, just like IW did, just tell me what it actually is. MP, what do I think about MPs? I'm not gonna lie, no one really likes MPs. No cap, they're cops. And they pull people over for doing 2 miles per hour over. So I mean, but I never heard anything really bad about the actual MOS. It's just people really don't like MPs. Mark says, I want to join the Marine Corps so bad. I say go for it. And that goes for anybody that is currently watching or that watches my videos. Don't let me or anybody else discourage you or encourage you to join the military. You have to do it for yourself and what's best for you in your life. So, but I say go for it if that's really what you want to do. JetLife300 says, thank you. I've literally been waiting to ask somebody that was in the military what they think. Yeah, no problem, man. Anytime you need some help, just hit me up. Anthony Garcia, how do you take care of your feet and knees while in the infantry? I'm not gonna lie, that is hard, but good boots, good socks. Honestly, there's nothing really else you can do, man. Just have some good socks, some good boots, and just pray, man. But it's kind of just comes with the job. Your feet and knees are gonna get messed up. Zach says, were you a squad leader in boot camp? I really wouldn't say I was a squad leader in boot camp, but I was looked up to in boot camp to a certain extent. So I ended up getting awarded with my senior drill instructor's personal EGA along with my own EGA. So he claims it was his EGA from when he graduated boot camp, but I got that for, just being a leader overall. I never held a leadership billet because I didn't really want it, but I was kind of looked up in my platoon. Jared G, how much leave do you get a year? Not going to cap. Out of 4 years in the Marine Corps, I maybe came home altogether. If you add up all the days, maybe 2 months. Maybe. If that. 2-3 months, maybe. Adrian Bell says, what is your dream car and do you like lifted trucks? Yeah, I like lifted trucks. Pretty cool. My dream car is probably a McLaren. I definitely want a McLaren. Or a Lambo. Or Ferrari. I got a lot of dream cars, honestly. Diego says, what would be the best phone service for that? What did I have at the time? I had Verizon, and almost everywhere I went in the field, I pretty much had freaking service. So, CFS says, what do you think about 1700? So I don't know what that MOS is. So like I said, just tell me what the MOS is, and I can give you my opinion on it. IW 5811 is a dog handler. Okay, what do they do? Are they MPs? Yeah, they're still MPs. They just have dogs with them. And that's a dope ass MOS. I definitely wish I should have did that. So yeah. Let me see. McBen says the gas chamber seems like fun pain. LOL. Not at all fun pain. Sure, once you're out of boot camp, the gas chamber's not that bad. Honestly, it's just a joke. But during boot camp, it's not fun whatsoever. I'm telling you, it's gonna be shitty. It's gonna be a rough time. Gregory Hardman says, have you seen or heard of a DI actually hitting someone? Yes, absolutely. I've seen a DI trip somebody and actually, I think, sprain their ankle. Yeah, so that does happen. Do I think it happens more often now? Absolutely not, because people literally lose their career. So I wouldn't really worry about that. IW says, why do Marines have such a high ego? Because we are the best. You know what I'm saying? Can nobody be better than us? That's just how we are. Doug Squirrel says, about a month ago, you had a stream talking about your DUI experience and said you would drop a vid about how you got it and how you got it. You still gonna upload it? Yeah, thank you. You actually reminded me of that. Here, I'm gonna write it on the wall. DUI. Okay, Simmer Down says DIs can't hit anyone, guys. Don't stress it. Yeah, they can't. I mean, not gonna lie, they couldn't when I was there. They still did it, but like I said, they're not gonna do it because they don't want to lose their career. Jet Life 300. Can you talk about your scariest moment in the Marine Corps, or can you make a whole video about it? Yeah, scariest moment. Sure. Scary moment. But I would say my scariest moment was probably when I was off the coast of Iran, and they were like, "Hey, look, it's time for you to maybe do your job, and you might need to make your phone call home, and you might not make it home." That's probably the scariest moment, honestly. IW says, "Do they work with infantry?" No, MPs do not work with us, and when they do, we really do not like MPs because they think they're like hot shit because they're police officers and they think they're like good at mount and room clearing, but they really actually suck. Most of them do. So K9 Bandit says, "Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you. Same to you as well." Mark says, "What was your favorite part of boot camp?" Favorite part of boot camp was bedtime, going to sleep, because I was tired as fuck almost every single day. Jared G, what weapon systems have you fired in Marine Corps, including mortars? So yeah, mortars. I had a chance to shoot a 240, but I was really over it. It was towards the end of my career. I really didn't care anymore. I could have shot a 240, but shot a 203, IAR, an M16, an M4. Yeah, that's about it. Of course, threw a grenade. I shot a AT4, but it didn't have a live rocket in it. It was like the trainer, and I shot a law. So I think the law might have been live. I might have shot a live law. I can't remember. It was an ITB. How do you handle anxiety attacks or PTSD in the Marine Corps? Honestly, just talking with your boys or your girls, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But and talking to your family, because it is very, very, very stressful, and yeah, the anxiety is real. PTSD is real. Like, that shit is real, and I wouldn't take it as a joke, you know what I'm saying? Jay Lowell says, "What countries have you been to in the Marine Corps?" Been to Malta, Italy, Greece, Spain, Tunisia, Africa. I was off the coast of Libya, off the coast of Iran, went through the Suez Canal, got to see Egypt, all that stuff. I've been to Japan, and I've been to Korea, South Korea. Let me see. CFS says, "What you think about cyber? Like, any cyber MOS, great job field to go into, just because you can also take that outside the Marine Corps with you." Timothy Baldo says, "Do privates beat each other in boot camp at night when they sleep because they all have to pay for the other person?" Yeah, we had a lot of fights when we were in boot camp. Diego says, "Can you make a video about how to prevent blisters during ruck marches at boot camp and during the fleet?" I might have that. Yeah, I can make a video about that. How long can you be a DI, or all MOSs are available? You can't be a DI until after you've done at least 4 years in the Marine Corps. After that, you have the opportunity to become a drill instructor or a combat instructor, MCT instructor, or one more other job. I forgot the other one. But yeah, you have the opportunity to do that, and you can do it. And I'm pretty sure from there, after you do that for 4 years, because you're going to do it for 4 years, you're supposed to go back to your regular job. But I think you might have the opportunity to become a career-long drill instructor if you want to. I'm not 100% on that. CFS says, "Are you out of the Marine Corps?" Yeah, I've been out for almost, May. Been out since May. Well, really, I got out early, but let's see. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. I've been out for 8 months now. Have you been on a MU? Yep, my very first deployment was a MU. 23 Baldo says, "I'm also going to the Marines, already 8 months in of training. Went from nothing to actually running and doing pull-ups." That's awesome, man. Keep up the work. Flame Stoney says, "What's up, Trell? My ship date is August 1st. Any tips?" That's 2 days before my birthday. Any tips? Yeah. Work out beforehand. Try to study any basic Marine Corps knowledge, like rank structure, general orders, and just get your mental ready. Spend time with your family, and just overall just get yourself ready to become a United States Marine. Doug Squirrel says, "How long is a deployment in the infantry, and don't you get 2 deployments for a 4-year contract?" Yes, most infantrymen will get 2 deployments in their 4 years. And how long is your deployment? Depends on what deployment you had. The MU deployment, my first deployment was 7.5 months. My most recent deployment to Japan was only 6 months. So it just all depends on what you are doing on deployment and what deployment you go on. Elena says, what does your workout schedule look like? So I've actually been slacking, not gonna lie. I'm actually gonna make a video about that, about how your mental state and everything is after you get out. It's pretty hard. It's harder than you actually think. But I'm gonna get back on it first of the year, and all that stuff. But being at home, I've never gained so much weight in my life. But yeah, I'm gonna get it all off and get my body back to where it was. Zach says, know anything about special intel communicator? No, I don't know anything specifically about that job, but anything with intel, people also love, and it's a very good job to have because you can take it outside the Marine Corps. CFS, why did you get out? I have a whole video about it. It's literally titled, why did I get out of the Marine Corps, or something like that. So definitely watch that and I'll tell you all about it in that video. IW said, how did you get out early? So if you save up your leave days, your vacation days, you can actually use them when you get out to actually get out early, because they either have to give you the money for those vacation days or you can just actually get out early. JLOL says, how many push-ups can you do without stopping? I think the most I've ever done was 260, 280, pushing 300. JK Man says, how was it Marine Corps? Was it good or did you hate it? Overall, I would say it was good. I wish I had did things differently, picked a different job, stuff like that. But overall, I would say it was pretty good. Adrian Miller, plenty of time to go to the gym in the Corps? Absolutely. Delay says, how was your experience in Japan? It was during COVID, so it was kind of shitty, not gonna lie. I really didn't like Japan, and I was on one of the most shittiest bases on Japan, on Okinawa, Camp Schwab. Horrible base to be on. It was nothing to do, so I really didn't enjoy it. And plus, I was in the barracks in quarantine for most of the part because of COVID, so we had to quarantine like every other month. IW says, what did you do in Japan? There are no wars. So in Japan, you're basically just a show of force. You're basically just like, hey, look, China, if you do something, we're right here, and we're going to get ready to fuck you up type thing. That's basically it. And you're there to also support any other, like, you know, countries around there, like Taiwan, Korea, anything like that. Diego says, so if I become a combat instructor, you would have to do 4 years of that also. So would that mean 8 years of active duty, and also explain a little of what it is? So, right, 4 years of your first MOS, right? So let's say I was to stay in. I would have the opportunity to re-enlist. All right, they're going to be like, do you want to stay, you know, in the 03, you want to stay in the infantry, or do you want to take a break from the infantry and go do jobs such as drill instructor, combat instructor, MCT instructor, all that stuff? And there you have the opportunity to go do that, and you'll do that for 4 years. After those 4 years, then you'll come back to your regular job, and you'll do your regular job all over again. And the combat instructor is literally like freaking ITB instructor. That's all you are. You also have the opportunity to go be a shooting coach at boot camp, all kind of jobs. So all the drill instructors and stuff like that, you have the ability to do that kind of stuff too. Carrie Lewis says, what was your first deployment? My first deployment was the 22nd MU, and it was probably the best time I ever had in my life, honestly. It was a lot of fun. Delay says, CF, you're going to be 2nd Battalion Hotel. Good luck. Ooh. 2nd Battalion. 3rd Battalion's where's that? Gregory says, thoughts on 0814 HIMARS. What is that? 23 Baldo, why you left the Marines? I have a video of it. Once again, it's on my channel. At least a title, I'm pretty sure why I got out the Marine Corps. It's Duncan says, I turned 17 and I'm enlisting this summer and I'm trying to go into the infantry. Any tips? 1, go watch my entire infantry playlist and it should help you out a ton. But infantry is a beast, man. It is a beast. So just prepare yourself mentally mostly. I mean, that's with anything in Marine Corps. You just need to be prepared mentally. Flame Stoney says, how is life on base? I also have a video about that. I also give you a barracks tour. But life on base, honestly didn't like it. I was stationed at Camp Lejeune, and Camp Lejeune sucks in my opinion, so I really did not enjoy it. Flame Stoney also says, and would you think admin is a good job? Absolutely. No one has ever complained about being an admin clerk. CFS says, I'm shipping in January. Any advice? Like I've been telling everybody else, keep working out, get your body ready, get your mental ready, spend time with your family, study basic knowledge, rank structure, and general orders, and that's about it. That's all you can really do, and just get ready to go. Let's see. Doug Squirrel says, I'm pretty skinny and Marines tell me I won't make it through ITB, but I can get a 2nd class PFT. You think I'll be straight? Yeah, bro. I went in the Marine Corps 145 pounds. I left the Marine Corps 170 pounds. pounds, 172 pounds. Your weight does not mean anything. It doesn't matter if you're skinny. There's guys that were skinny went in and skinny came out. You know what I'm saying? Guys that weighed barely 130 pounds, 140 pounds. The real OG says, I'm planning on enlisting at the end of next month. I turn 17 in 2-ish weeks. Any ideas on what to start doing physically to prepare myself? So I have a video of that also on my channel under the fitness stuff. But just run, crunches, push-ups, pull-ups. That's basically it. Just the basic stuff. IW, if you aren't about a part of life and you are around people, what can you do? You are around the people, what can you do? You can still play, you can play video games in your barracks. You can chill in your barracks, read books, study knowledge if you really want to. You can take classes, like Marine Corps classes, try to increase your rank, things like that. JLO Will says, do you think infantry is the worst job in the Marine Corps or not? Me personally, because of my experience, yes. But your experience might not be like mine, but in my opinion, yes. IW, are deployments hard on you and the family? Yes. You gotta think about it. My first deployment was 7.5 months. So that was a long time. Kayla K says, hey, how you doing, Kayla? Diego says, could you get out after doing those 8 years, or do you have to stay in longer? Just curious because you said after 4 years you come back and do your... No, you can get out. So you're basically enlisting for 4 more years, and those 4 years you're dedicated to doing a specific job within the Marine Corps that the Marine Corps needs help on, like a drill instructor, combat instructor, shooting coach, all that stuff. And then after that, you have the opportunity to re-enlist again. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. Alberto says, what are the top jobs in terms of pay rate? Pay rate is job you don't get paid different per job. Now, each job has a different progression kind of scale, like how fast you get promoted, but you get paid the same no matter what job. It's based off your actual rank. So some jobs you rank up faster than others. Like admin, you probably rank up pretty fast in admin. JLOL says, I had a problem of laughing in serious moments. The drill instructors or drill sergeants, drill instructors wouldn't like me, I bet. Yeah, you'll be surprised. I promise you won't laugh, though. You'll laugh one time and you'll never laugh again. Elena said, would you say there is much drama, or are most people pretty chill? No, most people are pretty chill, but there are some drama. There's going to be drama. You got to think about it. You're seeing the same people every single day. Yo, there's a guy on here that's name is Evan. That is my name, and you're an awesome person. It's logistics and communication desk jobs. For the most part, yes. Draymond says, were you able to cook in your barracks or not? You got a microwave in my barracks. Some barracks have stove, like community stoves, but most of them don't. You just get a microwave. Anthony Garcia says, how do you prepare mentally for boot camp and while in the Marine Corps? Prepare mentally for boot camp, spend time with family, study knowledge, just get yourself ready to become a Marine and to partake onto your journey in life. Marine Corps, you just got to find a mental getaway. You can't be all Marine 24/7. You need to find a hobby and do something else. Abigail Ortiz says, does the military let you keep your money that you didn't use after you get discharged, or do they keep it? Nope, your money is your money. Keith says, hey, I come to the fleet and these seniors think they are the shit. LOL. Hey, that's how the Marine Corps goes. I'm telling you, you got to earn your spot. You can't just come in thinking that you are, you know everything. Those guys have been there longer. They've went on deployments. They've gone to way more field ops. You know what I'm saying? You got to give them the respect that they earn, because you got to think about it. They went through the same thing that you were about to go through. Toxin says, just finished boot camp last Friday. Any advice when I hit my unit after MCT and MOS school? Hey, just try to learn as much knowledge as you can in MCT in your MOS school before you hit the fleet, so you can be the best possible, incoming junior Marine that you could possibly be. Sorry, excuse me. Angel says, can you do community college classes in the infantry, or do you have time at all? I only know one person that went to college out of the 4 years I was in and actually successfully did it, and she had absolutely no life. She literally stayed in her room and did nothing but school. So, Day Walker says, in Japan for 3 years. That's tough. Adrian Bell says, if you needed your boys to be there for an emergency, like in a fight, and you called, would they show up for you? Now you're out. Absolutely. We have a whole group chat. We talk pretty much on a daily basis, and they absolutely would come. After boot camp, how long was it until you got deployed? I would say a year and some change. But the workup for MU is really long. But yeah, it was like a year and some change. Let's see. Joe says, should I be conditioning myself for infantry, or will basic get me to a good baseline for fitness? Yeah, I'm telling you, boot camp will get you where you need to be. Dragon Ball E, I've been in the military for a year and a half and not loving it. I haven't taken the vaccine yet and want to get out, but I also feel like I should finish the 3 years left. I'm in Intel. Yeah, I definitely would finish it. Tough it out. But ultimately, you have to do what's best for you and your mental and your life. So, just really think about it. Gregory says, is it true that you can stay in the Marine Corps for as long as you want, or do they say you have to discharge at a certain time? So yes, at a certain amount of time, they will eventually tell you, like, hey, it's time for you to get out type thing. Like most people I don't know stay in more than, the average person that wants to do 20 does 20 and get out. I really don't know that. There's not that many people that keep on going after 20. But yeah, I'm pretty sure at a certain point they do tell you, hey, look, it's time for you to get out. Somebody asked, what do you think about the new promotion system, GP system? I don't know what that system is. IW, do you think it is hard to start a family? I'm a female and I want to get married and have a kid. Do they allow you to have a baby? Yeah, you can have a baby. You're still a human. Depending on your job, though, I would say it's not really worth it because you're not going to have that much time with your family, especially if you're in the infantry. Let me see. Miller says, my boy signed a 8-year contract. Woo wee. We need depth right now. Man, I don't know if I would have did 8 off rip. CFS says, why does your room kind of look like the barracks? I don't know. That's a great question, but yeah, it kind of does. I didn't really think about that. IW said, what pay, if any, do you get from the Marine Corps besides your disability? That's it. I'm not getting paid from the Marine Corps. I'm getting paid from the government, like the VA. But yeah, that's it. What are deployments like? Oh, but if I were to go to school, I would get paid to go to school and stuff like that. Evan says, what are deployments like if you have more of a desk job? Basically just chilling, not really going to the field like the infantry guys do. You kind of just really just having a vacation for free, honestly. J4GD says, what time do you go to sleep and wake up at boot camp? That was, 5 years ago? Well, we get up at like 05, 06. You get 05, I'm pretty sure. You go to bed at... What time you go to bed? I don't know. I don't remember what time you go to bed. I honestly don't. If anybody that's been to boot camp recently, please answer that person's question. Somebody says, when you get the room by yourself when you hit the fleet. When do you get a room by yourself when you hit the fleet? If you're staying in the barracks, you don't get a room to yourself unless you are a sergeant or unless you're just built different like you're a boy. And I got lucky because when I was a junior guy, my roommate actually got married and moved out, so I had a room to myself. And when I got back from my last deployment, I could have had a room to myself, but I didn't. I actually wanted to room with my boy, but you can get lucky and find a room. So CF says, and what rank you got out at? So I was a corporal, got NJP'd. Also have a video about that, but I was a corporal, went down to Lance Corporal, and actually when I was out, they sent me something in the mail, said I picked up corporal again. So is the brotherhood as real as they say it is in the Marine Corps? Absolutely. Absolutely. TJ says, how do you deal with the bad leadership? Honestly, man, you want the real answer? The real legit answer is people drink a lot of alcohol. That's how people deal with it. Tony Film says, how many Marine females have you slayed? Marine females. I had the opportunity to do one. I did not. Honestly, I stay away from Marine females. That just tends to cause problems. And yeah, no, I just would tend to stay away from them. Now, females outside the Marine Corps, a lot. And it was very, very fun, not going to lie. It was a great time. How to get a room by yourself when you hit the fleet. I just explained that. Zach says, how did you do on your first PFT in boot camp? First PFT in boot camp, I think I got a 2, like the initial PFT, I didn't do so well. I still got a first class, I'm pretty sure. Now, my best PFT at boot camp, I got like a 292, I think. Keith says, hey, and how was the Helo Dunker for you? Because to me, it was pretty fun. Not gonna cap, the Helo Dunker to me was stressful as fuck. It was just, it's something about getting dunked in water and not being able to see and not having oxygen and shit like that, and having to escape through a window and take off a seatbelt. But after your first run through is actually pretty fun. I can actually do a video about that. That's a great question. Thank you. Angel says, do you know your friend live near by each other, and did they move back to their hometowns? Do you and your friend live? Oh, do me and my friends live near each other? No, one of my friends kind of live near me. It's like stay away. One of my peers lives like maybe 3 hours away. Yeah, there's guys that live pretty close that I got out with, and we're definitely gonna go on trips and stuff. I actually got to go to one of my boys' weddings soon, I think. So I think he's about to get married. So we'll see. Doug Squirrel says, once you hit the fleet, how long does it take to get respect from your NCOs? Honestly, if you come to the fleet and you're just like really, really good at your job and you don't cause any problems, you can gain respect pretty fast. I would say out of the other two people that I were with as a junior guy, I got treated the best out of the two because, you know, I just really stayed on top of the game. I was good physically. I was good mentally. I was good at the job. And it just helped me out. But, yeah, as soon as you start doing things to earn the respect, then you will, I promise. J4GD said, would they give me the COVID vaccine when I get to boot camp if I don't have it? I'm not for sure about that, but I assume they will. But now you might have to have it before you even are able to go to boot camp. Princess Obi says, are there any differences between the boot camp in terms of female and males? Like, is everything learning the same skills? Yes, everybody's learning the same skills. It's just they were separated at one point in time, but now they are actually getting integrated. Sorry. The Marine Corps is trying to integrate males and females in boot camp. So, oh, Jared G asked a great question. How long are you going to have a bald ass head for? So, me, I had it in boot camp, grew hair in ITB, and was bald back when I hit the fleet because that was one of the punishments, but that's considered hazing now. But yeah, anytime we did anything wrong, it was just shave your head, and it was honestly very, very shitty and very embarrassing. Couldn't really go out in town and do anything. IW says, what do you think about Motor T? Motor T, you just drive around and chill. Like, is a chill guy. Like, chill job, and most of the people there are just really chill and laid back. JLOL said, you had one roommate or two. So, I had one roommate every time. Some people, depending on your barracks, you might have two. Yeah. But my barracks was pretty updated and nice, so I only had to have one. It's the kid Gravity. If you haven't decided what degree you want, is it better to enlist for maturity / experience before you go to school? I would say yeah, and then you get to go to school for free after. So, Nick says, do DIs mess with you when you're sleeping? Yes, they do. They do. One time a drill instructor came in when everyone's sleeping and went to one of the recruits that he hated the most and was just whispering shit in his ear. And it was really creepy, you know what I'm saying? He was just kind of like creeping around, just whispering shit in people's ear, and people would wake up screaming, "I sir." It was pretty creepy. Oscar Garcia says, you usually go to sleep around, usually go around sleep 8 o'clock, and you wake up at 4. Woo-wee! Or 5 when you're in boot camp. Man, yeah. See, that's why I'm telling you, bedtime was my favorite time, right there. What is slang? Getting slayed, like at boot camp, means like, you're working out, they're making you work out, they're pushing you really hard. Now, the question that someone was like, slang any girls? Slang is a slang word for sex. Joey Brown says, how likely is it for a Marine MP to see combat while deployed? I think it's very unlikely for them. Favorite war movie? Love Lone Survivor, love American Sniper. I would say my favorite, like, just anything, though, is the TV series, what is this shit called? Final Kill? What is it called? It's about the recon Marines. Oh, fuck, what was that shit called? Oh, it's going to kill me. It's going to bug me. But yeah, that was my favorite show. I love watching that. Princess Obi says, how's the womanhood in the Marines, if you have any knowledge on that? How's the womanhood in the Marines? So I have a video with a girl. It's one of my first videos. It's like a long time, but she was a single mother in the Marine Corps at the time, and she kind of explained how it was like being a female in the Marine. Also had a female poolee do a video with me as well, an interview, and she kind of touched on what she thought it was going to be like and things like that. But it's really not that different. You're going to get treated different because you are a female, not going to lie. People are going to look at you a little differently, but, you know, as long as you know what you're doing, then you'll be fine. Why should you stay away from Marine females? Because it's conflicting, right? And, you know, there's already a lot of guys that try to go for Marine females, and, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to get put in a situation where, you know, you're getting drunk and, you know, you don't mean to do something, or somebody tries to call rape on you. It's just, no. And then you have to see that person at work, or you might have to see that person on base. It's just really awkward. Like the new lights. Thank you. IW says, what's the Helo Dunker? The Helo Dunker is basically a helicopter crash simulator. So basically, you have to get inside a helicopter. Strap yourself in. They're going to teach you how to get all different seatbelts within the helicopter, within the helo. And they're basically going to put you in a big-ass deep pool. And they're going to put you in there and spin you and flip you. And you're going to be upside down. And you're going to have on blackout goggles so you can't see. And you're going to have to hold your breath. And you have no oxygen. And you have to take off the seatbelt and push out the windows. I'll do a whole video on it. But it's actually pretty cool once you get the hang of it. Let me see. Yo, what was the first few days in the fleet like? I'm about to hit the fleet. Depends on your job. Infantry was shitty. My first few days of the fleet were horrible. I wanted to literally go freaking UA and just go home. Scarlet Pumpkin says, can Marines have a shaving profile / waiver? Yes, you can. Ooh, I do not want to mess up your name. I'm just going to call your last name. Whitner. Do you guys like a lot of water training? Because like huge bodies of water isn't my thing. Should I still join? Honestly, I did very limited swimming. The only real swimming I did was at boot camp. Honestly, that's the only time I really swam. IW says, what special training did you do in the Marine Corps? I didn't do any like special forces training, but special training I would say was probably going to my advanced school. So AMC, Advanced Mortars Course, and that basically makes you a qualified expert at your MOS, your specific MOS. Like 11s have, what's their freaking called? Infantry, what is it, IAC, or IALC, something like that. Machine gunners have advanced AMC, or freaking advanced machine guns course. AMGC, that's what's called, AMGC, advanced machine gunners course. But yeah, that's the only special kind of training I did. Gregory says, is it hard to get your leave approved? Depending on your job, absolutely. And depending on a lot of other things, yeah, but it was pretty hard to get your leave approved, especially in infantry, because you can't just take vacations when you want to, because you got to go to the field, you got deployments and everything like that. Can you take medications or antidepressants in the Marines? If you are prescribed them, yes. Jack says, how did you get the 100% VA? I have a whole video on it underneath my life playlist on my channel, so definitely go check it out, and I explain it exactly how I got it. Timothy says, bro, I just found out I'm not able to join because I don't have any hearing in my left ear, and I also have scoliosis, and I've wanted to be a Marine for years. But don't let that discourage you. There's something out there in the world for you, and you just have to go find it and figure out what it is. So don't let that discourage you. Everything happens for a reason. How would you get Wi-Fi on Navy ships? We didn't have Wi-Fi. Well, we didn't have access to the Wi-Fi because I actually needed to do like operations and stuff. There was a computer lab, but as far as like your phone having Wi-Fi, no. And most of the time we couldn't even have like the Bluetooth on our phone because it would interfere with stuff, and it's just a whole headache. So basically your phone was there just to like have movies if you had movies downloaded on, or just to have when you got off port. And like, so for instance, like when we first got to Malta, that was my first point, like my first stop. We instantly got to the nearest McDonald's and got hopped on the Wi-Fi, called home, did all that stuff. And fun fact, every fast food restaurant in Europe sells alcohol. So when I tell you my first point was a great time, it was a great time. Guy says, LMFAO, the poor kids waking up screaming, I sir, like that. They were already having nightmares. Yeah. JLOL says, you can't fight them. I wouldn't like people whispering in my ears. No, you cannot fight them. We had a Joe Sugar that straight up spit loogies on us. Like, and you can't do a thing about that. Well, you can, but you're going to get dropped. Generation Kill. That's what it is. Jared G. Appreciate it. Generation Kill. That is my favorite all-time war TV show, whatever you want to call it. That is my favorite all-time thing. Generation Kill is the most realistic shit ever. Like, that's how Marines act. Tony Films. At boot camp, do they clean the clippers after each head they shave, or should I shave my head before I go? No, they're not going to clean the clippers after every single head. They're just going to literally shave, move to the next person. Gregory says, have you worked with Special Forces? I have not worked directly with Special Forces. Have I met some? Yes. It's Duncan says, was a Generation Kill the show? Yeah. Oh, okay, these are old comments. Let me scroll down. Did you want to do mortars or another 03XX field? I wanted to actually be an 11, and but I'm glad I did get stuck with the mortars, because the mortars chill in the back, you know what I'm saying, with the gear, and we're just shooting the shit, and we don't have to do all that running around and dumb shit. Sometimes we do, but being a mortarman was great. I mean, you're dropping bombs. It's a great, fun time. Joseph Lawn Care says, hey, this is my first stream. Love your content. Thank you so much for, one, joining my live stream. And I'm glad you're liking the content. That is what I'm here for, hopefully, is to make something enjoyable for y'all to watch and for y'all to gain something from. That boy Satan 33. How can I guarantee that I will get 0311? I don't want another job. So you can't guarantee anything. You never, just have this mindset. You never get guaranteed anything in the Marine Corps until you are actually physically doing it. But you do get a wish list at boot camp, or not at boot camp, but at ITB, and the combat instructors will look at it, and depending on your ASVAB score and where they need you is where they're going to put you. So if you have a really high ASVAB score and GT score, you're probably not going to be an 11. You're probably going to be like an assaultman or a mortarman or a machine gunner. But yeah. Branton says, what's infantry training like? What do you do mostly? So I actually have a video coming out, I think this Monday. No, not this Monday, but I think the first of the year that talks about what infantry does on a day-to-day basis. Literally, like, what do you do each and every day? I also have a vlog. It's actually like my featured video on my channel about kind of what you do. But that was kind of a chill day, so I couldn't really stream, or I couldn't really record us training because I can't do that. Let me see. Joseph Lawn Care. What opportunities were available for you to advance training, school, and etc.? So I went to, I advanced my Marine Corps career. Didn't really get to advance my civilian side because I was in infantry. Didn't really have time to go to school and things like that. But as far as expanding your Marine Corps kind of career, you have a lot of opportunities, especially if you're a really good Marine. You don't get in trouble. You don't cause any issues. You have good PFT scores, CFT scores, so those are your physical scores. If you're pretty proactive and you show initiative, then yeah, they will reward you with allowing you to go to schools and things like that. IW says, how long you doing this live stream? I'll probably do it for another 8 minutes or so. Let me see. Joey Brown. Do Marines still go on combat deployment these days? Very, very few. There's probably some Marines that have considered combat deployments, but that's kind of getting phased out. There's no wars fighting. We're not fighting any wars right now. Someone asked, if I have 5 years on active duty and I do 15 years in the Marine Reserves, how would that pension work? All right, so very complicated, but we had somebody that was in the Army Reserves that came to the Marine Corps Reserves, and he had like a good amount of time, I want to say, in the Reserves, like 10 years maybe, 10, 15 years, same as you. And he came in, I think he's done already almost close to pushing 6 or 5 years in active duty, but you don't get paid, you don't get the full years, you know what I'm saying, for active. I think they count as like half years or something like that, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Let me see. Mr. Hollywood Flores says, can you join with a juvenile record but a clean adult record? I'm 22 years old. I'm not 100% on that, but I know some people that did some stuff in their younger years and still got in. But that was also back in 2017. So I'm not 100% on that. I would just talk to a recruiter, and most recruiters will finagle you into the Marine Corps. You know what I'm saying? They will get you in there some way, somehow. Anthony Garcia says, is there still hazing in the infantry? So this is a very interesting question. So I was talking to one of my junior guys that, do we haze them? Maybe sometimes. I'm not going to lie. We might have hazed them sometimes, but that's part of the thing, right? It wasn't like hardcore hazing. I don't even think it was hazing at all. Did I get hazed? And did me and my peers get hazed? Yeah, we got fucking hazed. But he actually called me the other day and was like, look, you can't even, do certain things. You can't call them names. You can't do anything like that because it's considered hazing. So I would say the Marine Corps is actually getting very, very soft, and hazing is like about to get phased out of the Marine Corps completely. And I think hazing is necessary sometimes. Not like, life-threatening hazing, but like really fucking somebody up and getting into them and pounding shit into them is necessary because it toughens you up mentally and physically. So let me see. 23 Baldo said, well, my bad. Kayla says, is joining through the officer side harder than joining through the enlisted? I wouldn't say it's harder, but I would imagine it is because you have to go through college and stuff like that, and it requires more of you. But Yeah. Scarlet Pumpkin says, have you considered joining a different branch as of now? No. I'm enjoying my life way too much. Joseph Lawn Care says, how often did Marines get opportunities to go to different schools? I am going to be shipping it out in 7 months. What are the best things I can do to get more school and training opportunities? So if you're talking about Marine Corps kind of stuff, it's just, having high PFT scores, like, stuff like that, having high conduct scores, like proficiency conduct scores, so, your attitude, how you're actually proficient at your job, and just, showing that you want to go and get better at your job and stuff like that, so. Let me see. All right, guys, I'm answering a few more questions. That boy Stan33 says, no cap, I'm joining infantry at 23. Is that too old? I feel great physically, but then I'm kind of taking orders from a 17-year-old. So, yeah, that's exactly how it was. So, I'll give you this. I was, 19 years old, and I was in charge of somebody that was 26, you know what I'm saying? And he, had to do what the fuck I told him to, type thing. So, if you're going to have a problem with that, then I would be hesitant on that. Other MOSs don't really kind of get that, you know what I'm saying? But you're a grown man, you know what I'm saying? 23 is not too old. You're still young, but, you know what I'm saying? It is kind of tough getting orders from an 18-year-old being, 23, 24, 25. I knew somebody that was in there that was close to 28 getting told what to do by a freaking 21-year-old, so, or a 19-year-old. IW says, I live near Chattanooga. Do you know where that is? Yeah, I actually was in Chattanooga, or close to Chattanooga, not too long ago. So that's dope. It's pretty dope. Did hella Marines get caught underage drinking, and what happened? No, they actually encouraged underage drinking for us when I was in. But yeah, almost every Marine drinks underage. You don't get caught, especially if you do it in the barracks. Now, did people get caught out in town? Yes, but in the barracks, no. No one cares. But when room inspections do come around, then, of course, you have to hide your alcohol or get rid of it before field day and stuff. But is it hard getting promoted in infantry? For the most part, I would say yes. I would say that's the slowest progressing MOS there is as far as getting promoted. Just because there's so many individuals in the infantry. So you will find that, the MOSs with fewer people, once people get out, then it's basically so let's say you got a really big MOS. You know what I'm saying? A lot of PFCs, a lot of Lance Corporals, a lot of all these people, right? It's kind of harder to set yourself aside to get really noticed, right? You got to really do above and beyond. Now, smaller MOSs that don't have all these, big numbers, you get eyes on you 24/7, so you're more likely to get promoted faster or get recognized for an award and things like that. So, what unit was I in? Freaking 1-2. I hated being in 1-2. Not gonna lie. Fastest promotion MOS. I'll probably say Intel or anything dealing with computers. You're probably going to be promoted pretty fast. All right, guys. Final questions. We're pushing on to the last 60 seconds of the stream. I'm gonna give y'all an hour, so I got some last minute wrapping and I gotta spend time with the fam before Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. What are some good MOS's decent paying civilian jobs? So I have a video on it of what I think the top 5 jobs are that you can take with a civilian. It's one of my, if you go on my channel, it should be literally right there on my most popular videos, and I would definitely watch that and do that. Is doing the infantry past 22 years old too old? No, depending on how good you are in shape and everything like that. Does the UMC offer 2-year contracts, aka national call or service? Nope. I think you can do a 2-year extension after your 4-year enlistment, but you can't just sign up for 2 years now. What do you think for food service Marines? Honestly, they have a very nice life and chill life, and they actually enjoy their life, and they just cook all day, you know what I'm saying? Well, they don't cook all day. They cook from morning, they're off until lunch, and then off until dinner. That's it. Tony Film says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. Anthony Garcia, do I tell my parents about joining the infantry, or do I tell them when I graduate? Ooh, tough. I will go ahead and tell them. You want your family in the loop. I'm telling you. They're going to be the ones that you lean on and stuff like that during your time of absolute hatred of your life during your Marine Corps time. So All right. I think it's the last thing. 0311 here from Camp Pendleton. Happy Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas Eve to you as well. I do want to say thank you to everyone who joined this stream. I wish y'all the best Christmas, and I'll definitely do another stream. Same time, 8 o'clock Eastern, Friday. Was that New Year's? I might not do it New Year's Eve. Might not do that one. I might do another day within the week. But just follow me on Instagram, Snapchat. I'll be posting on there. Also, I do a post saying when I'm going to do it on my actual channel, so just be looking out for that. But I wish everyone a Merry Christmas Eve and a very, very Merry Christmas. Guys, I hope y'all enjoy yourselves. Thank y'all for joining the stream, and I will catch y'all until next time.